Folks, just when you think the UK couldn't get any more dystopian, we are now looking forward to digital IDs from yours truly, Kier Starmer and the Labour government. Yay, just amazing. So, first of all, this isn't about convenience, this is about control and the government knowing all your personal details. It's very George Orwell if you read the book or watched the movie. There's both a book and a movie about it. So this will cost the government millions to roll out across the country. There's the obvious elephant in the room that involves data breaches. There have been numerous public services throughout the years, the NHS app, etc., that have either gotten taken down for like hours and hours and they need maintenance, or personal data has been leaked. Hell, even private companies such as Marks and Spencer, they were down for like a week and all their like personal information from their customers was leaked. Now this digital ID, from what I've gathered from my brief research, is it will include basic stuff like your name, age, race, occupation. Maybe it might even have your internet history, kind of politics you're into, what you spend your money on. Who knows? With the kind of like online algorithm we have today, it could very well much also have that implemented into it. Now, interesting enough, politicians have said you don't need to show your digital ID, so it's not voluntary, which is an obvious lie, because we've heard directly from politicians' mouths. If you want to work in the UK, it will be mandatory to have one. so what's the alternative? It's like, oh yeah, let me just quit my job and like end up homeless and starving on the street. It's like the government essentially has a metaphorical gun to people's heads. Like, it's not really a choice of if I can or can't have one, right? Now there is petitions going on, and hopefully maybe they will debate it in Parliament and something will get done, but I'm going to say more than 70-80% of the country do not want this bullshit. I feel pretty strongly on that. So at the moment they are targeting working age people with this. However, they said eventually over time, at the end of this government's, I guess, so 2028, 2029, they want to make sure everyone has a digital ID. So this will include elderly individuals and disabled people. Now, obviously, if you fall into any of those two categories, you're out of work. So what I assume will end up happening is, if you want to claim any like state benefits, you're going to also need a digital ID. So it'll also be, once again, the metaphorical gun to your head. It's either you apply for the digital ID or you don't get any money to survive, right? For these people who are disabled or retired and elderly and on state pension. Are there pros to this? Yes, but in my opinion they greatly outweigh any cons. I'll take my personal privacy and freedom over the convenience of, oh, well here you go, here's my digital ID. I don't have to give you my passport or run around my house and try to find a utility bill. That's kind of the argument some Labour politicians made, and it wasn't a very convincing argument. It was pretty stupid, right? I mean, okay, yeah, I don't think so. Okay, politically, this isn't a left or right issue. If you are a left-wing voter, you should realise this is an extremely unpopular policy. People on the right, left, and even centre or moderates do not want this digital ID shit. I have tons of friends who are apolitical. They don't bother with politics. I ask their opinion and they all think it's shit, right? So, you've already got Kier Starmer, who is extremely unpopular as it is. Has he been elected a year now? I don't even know. Like, he's been elected barely a year, and he's already had so many controversies. He's had, trying to scrap elderly people's winter fuel allowance, and then he tried to, like, cut disabled people's money. And then there was the internet restriction bill that came in like a month ago. To be fair, that was implemented by the Conservatives, so that is kind of like a bipartisan bill, but beside the point. And now we have the the digital ID. So Kier Starmer is just doing whatever he can to basically ruin his reputation and make sure that Labour are unelectable in the next election. And he honestly, I dislike Farage in Reform, but he is basically the best, like, he's the best campaign manager for them ever, because he is basically just funneling votes over to them, because people aren't going to vote for the Conservatives, because people have lost faith in the Conservative Party. People, if you want to vote for a left-wing party, you've pretty much got a split now. You've got, you got the Liberal Democrats, you got the Green Party, and you got whatever party Corbyn is trying to do, which is currently having a civil war. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's a bit of like conflict going on there. So the issue is you have the left-wing vote split between three parties, and all the right-wingers are going to go all the way to Reform. And this includes people on the right who are moderates, and obviously people who are extreme, like Tommy Robinson, etc., etc. So, not only is this is just like a terrible policy all round, and it's, yeah, I think Labour are kind of cooked. Everyone's against it. Nigel Farage is against it, the Green Party's against it, Corbyn's against it, Liberal Democrats are against it. So this is pretty much like a left and right issue where everyone's against it, apart from the Labour government. And there's got to be some people, some MPs in the government that have got a spine or a backbone and some courage. I've got to stand up against Starmer, because this is ridiculous. Okay, so that is my 2 cents. And if you watched the video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to have a discussion in the comments section, just leave a comment, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.